Yeah, guys, and welcome back to the slow death of a seaside town with me, Fran Pablo Frangel. We are in trouble. We're sitting at 23rd after 9 games. We sold Luke Freeman and Freddie Woodman. We got Freeman on a free and sold him for up to 6 million. And we got Woodman for 350k and sold him for $1 million. And that has lifted us into a positive balance. Winall has scored for Barnsley. Oh, Carlos Gill, that's 2. Tom Bradshaw, there's 3. Welcome to my season. I'm going to leak to the press that they're all shit and they're all knobs. I don't like any of them, and none of them are invited to my birthday party. Austin West has joined. He is Nigerian, he's got a fucking hell of a hairdo on him. Derby County's starting central midfielder on 77 grand a week, are you serious? Brad Potts to Sammy Amiobi, we're in front within a minute. Lee Hodson to Matt Nolan, draws it back, O'Brien is deflected and in! To Forestieri, oh that's a good ball, Green's through, and Green has scored. Bryson crosses it in for Mackay, and Mackay has scored. Well, there's still time, Derby, there is still time. There we go, Dominic Iorfa. And we better pick our ideas up, because the next time I see you, Francis Jeffers is going to take on the Giants of Everton.
Front men and check trouble and it's Jeffers away. Living reflections from a dream.
Right guys, and welcome back to the Frangerine Dream with me, Obi Wan Franobi. How's it going? Apologies about the sort of lost episode. I hope you enjoyed the little micro episode just before this one. That was technically episode 2. I'm keeping it like that, so this is episode 3. It's a bit weird, but try not to think about it too much. But yeah, I mean, my plan was always to skip through this season fairly quickly. That plan didn't involve me starting on Boxing Day on the second episode I aired, so apologies for that. But we may as well get straight into it. As you will have just heard, we are playing Everton today. Francis Jeffers is finally taking on Everton. It's a big, big day and I'm very excited. So let's get straight into it. One little thing first of all. Speaking of Everton, we have nabbed one of their youth players. We have nabbed Kieran Dowell. Well, he's not really a youth player anymore. He's 23. But Kieran Dowell was released at the end of the season by Everton. We took him on trial through pre-season. He played a couple of friendlies for us. But he wanted sort of 6 grand a week and we were 20 grand over our wage budget, so couldn't really get him in. But after we sold Freeman and Woodman and sort of got our wage budget back down to where it needs to be, and Kieran Dowell was getting a bit desperate for a club, those two things allowed us to get him in for a measly £1,200 a week, which is very good. He's a very, very talented playmaker. As you can see, we've not had him in for long. He's only played 4 matches for us, only started once. But yeah, I am very excited about Kieran Dowell. I think he is going to be a very, very good player for Blackpool. Let's hope he can pull it out the bag against his former club today, his boyhood club. Other than that, we actually ended episode 2, the micro episode, very, very close to the bottom. We were actually 23rd and a fair way off safety, but we've run in some good form and we are sitting at 13th in the table. We've still got a very bad goal difference, one of the worst in the league at -15, but we're on 28 points, so we're 7 clear of the relegation spots now, so it's starting to feel a little bit more comfortable. We're actually only 11 points off the playoffs and we've played exactly half a season at this point, so maybe there's an outside chance of getting playoffs this year, but I wouldn't hold your breath for it. Also this episode, as well as playing Everton, we are playing Watford, because, let me show you this, you might remember me mentioning it last year. Last year was a terrible year, and every time it looked like we might be able to turn it around, in came Watford in the Cup. Look, this 1-0 win against Preston, followed by a 3-0 loss at Watford, and everything went to shit again. How about these 2 draws and a win against our local rivals, Burnley? Oh, and then a 4-1 loss against Watford in the fucking Cup. So this time, we're going to beat Everton and we're going to beat fucking Watford. I won't give you a full update on the fixtures we've had because there's been quite a few. But look at this form. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wins since that match against Derby that we lost 3-2 in injury time. And a draw as well, only lost 4. So we're in very, very good form. 4 wins on the bounce. So yeah, we have every right to be optimistic about welcoming Everton to Bloomfield Road today. Let's get into the match. I should probably mention, one of the main reasons we've turned this form around is that we've swapped to a 4-3-1-2. And this three-man midfield has made us much more solid and much more able to push forward on the counter-attack. It's done us the world of good. Having three sort of defensively minded players, definitely two defensive minded players, and Kane is defensive enough. And this midfield three is just breaking up moves all over the place and starting counter-attacks, and it is excellent. Let's just have a quick look then at Everton before we get on to our team. Obviously, they've got Freddie Woodman. He's actually on the bench for them today. They've got Berisha in goal, a decent goalkeeper. Cyrus Christie, Fabian Schär, Grant Hanley, Papa Soare. That is a good defence. They've got James McCarthy and Jordan Rossiter. That's interesting. He came up through Liverpool's academy, but I think I'm right in saying he's an Everton fan. It doesn't say there, but I'm fairly sure he is. The attackers, they've got Matty Phillips, Boschilla, Yannick Bolasie, and Shani Tarashai. Crossover alert. Sort of, because it was still my save, but I'm actually in the process of doing a 3-season-long save with Everton where I saved them from relegation, which involves using some of the fringe players, and Shani Tarashai is just fucking excellent, especially in the Championship. He is very, very good, so we'll have to watch out for him today. Onto the Blackpool team, though, we've got Lee Camp, our only senior goalkeeper, between the sticks. Kieran Freeman, Ash Kigbu, Danny Wilson and Luke Higham is the back line. Freeman and Higham have licence to absolutely bomb up these wings. And they have licence to do that because of this three-man midfield of Kane, Vela and Potts. Vela is going to be sitting in front of the back two, with Kane and Potts getting up to support counter-attacks. And we've got Kieran Dowell as an advanced attacking playmaker behind Danny Philliskirk and Matty Nolan, which I don't think you've seen much of before. But Matty Nolan's the one who came through our academy, can play anywhere on the right and sort of up front. We have been playing Aidan O'Brien, as a target man next to Philliskirk in the last few matches. But he is, I think, injured today? Yes, Aidan O'Brien has a twisted knee, so he's out for 8 to 11 days. And we could have played Owen the Impact Jones next to Philliskirk, but I like Owen the Impact Jones as an Impact sub. So Matt Nolan starts with Danny Philliskirk. It's the first time he started up front for us, so let's see how that goes for him. Who's Everton's manager? Marcelo Bielsa. Of course it fucking is. Vice-captain Andre Wisdom. They're just raiding the Liverpool team. What is going on? Okay, well, I'm slightly less optimistic than I was a few minutes ago because they've got some serious quality in that squad. But yeah, we will do our best. Go on, lads, make me proud. First highlight then, Berisha's long ball forward. Kigbu heads it back, but Bolasie comes forward. Boschilla spreads it to Phillips, to McCarthy, to Soare. Everton are making the pitch bloody wide. Now it's Cyrus Christie ahead of Matt Phillips. Crossed it in and Bolasie hits the bar and it's away. Oh, I was resigned to a goal. My head actually dropped. My head went down and we're okay. That was a great move though. In response, I'm actually going to tell us to play a bit narrower. Okay, and that's the only highlight we got for that first half. 0-0 at the break, but Everton have been the dominant side. I'm going to say keep going and you can still win. Yes, let's see some smiles on those faces. Most people are having a pretty decent game. I'm actually going to drop Higham and Freeman back just a little bit. Going to make them supporting wing backs because I think we need that extra cover in defence today. Okay, Philliskirk to Matty Nolan. Oh, he's lost it to Christie, who heads it forward. And Rossiter wins it, and now it's Matty Phillips. On the right-hand side, Matty Phillips crosses it in. Boschilla! Oh, he's squeezed it in. Boschilla squeezes the ball home from a Matty Phillips cross. And Everton take the lead at Bloomfield Road. It was a good move, and it's a goal that they deserve. Let's be fair, we've not really had a sniff so far. Oh, it was an own goal. Was it an own goal? It looked like an Ash Kigbu own goal, but I don't think it's being given as that. Couple of subs are coming on. It's a bit of a risky move, but I'm going to bring on 2 strikers for our 2 strikers. Owen the Impact Jones is coming on, and Stuart Wardle is coming on. Stuart Wardle, of course, is another young striker who I've showed you a couple of times. He's coming along pretty nicely. In fact, we're also going to take Luke Higham off for Lee Hodgson, because he is not having the best game at left back there. But can't really blame him. Matt Phillips is having a good one. And let's drop Hodgson back to full-back support. Okay, another highlight. Camp's long ball forward is headed back by Shaw, and here comes Funk. Funk for Everton to Matty Phillips. Gets a good cross in. Wilson heads it away, and it's away further. Right, Brad Potts. Counter-attacks on. Owen the Impact Jones is a bit isolated, but here's Dowell. Good ball to Kane. Back to Dowell. Potts. Vela to Dowell. We're keeping possession pretty well, but we need more penetration. There it is. Michael Caine. Michael Caine puts it just wide of the far post. 15 minutes to go. Let's push on. Let's go to attacking. Come on, something. We've got a free kick. Kieran Dowell's long ball. Grant Hadley fouls Kickboo. It's a penalty. Yes! Kickboo makes up for his sort of own goal before. Come on, Michael. Michael Caine steps up. Yes! Good lads. And the Frangerine Dreamers are on level terms with Everton at Bloomfield Road. Oh. Bashilla crosses it in from the corner. Lee Camp takes it. And with 8 minutes to go, is someone going to get another goal here? It might be us, you know. Potts plays it over the top for Owen the Impact Jones. Owen the Impact Jones scores! And in the last 10 minutes, let me pause it there, because there are going to be some fucking changes. 10 minutes from time, we've completely turned it around on Everton, and all we need to do now is not fuck this up. Dowell is going on to the left of midfield. Owen is going on to the right of midfield. They're going to both play as wingers, but only on support. And Wardle is going to be an attacking deep line forward. And we're going to have defensive fullbacks just to shore up the defence. And just drop everything back to standard flexible. Very nice. This has been a bit of a go-to strategy for me. If we're winning with sort of 10 minutes-ish to go, just drop back to like either a 4-1-4-1 or a 4-4-1-1 or a 4-5-1. Just something that gives us 2 banks of 4, at least. Oh, there's a late corner though for Everton. Bashilla Phillips played it out of danger for some reason. And that's the full-time whistle. And Blackpool have beaten Everton at Bloomfield Road. Franny Jeffers is 1 for 1 in terms of going up against his former club. Oh, excellent job, lads. Excellent job. Excellent turnaround. And on reflection, you know, as I was watching the match, I thought, oh, we're really lucky. We're sort of giving them the old smash and grab, getting away with this. I reckon we definitely deserve that. Like, they hit the woodwork twice, and we didn't hit it at all. But we had 2 clear-cut chances. They had 0. And they only had 1 more half chance than us. They slightly edged possession. They had a fair number of shots more than us, and a couple more on target. But overall, it was pretty even. Yeah, we can be very, very happy about that. That wasn't the smash and grab job I originally thought. And here we are then, game number 2 of the episode, and we're up against Watford. And if we can settle this score today, I'll be very, very happy indeed, because Watford have been a pain in the arse over the last couple of years. So it would be nice to put them in their place. They're lining up with a 4-4-2. They've got Karius in net, Janmat, Cathcart, Fior and Robertson across the back. But Bernadeschi, Pereira, Francis Coquelin from Death Road to Franida, and Bergwijn across midfield. And then they've got Peñaranda and Isaac Success up front. So that's just a team of very difficult to pronounce players, apart from really the defence. And when I see this, when I see like 2 banks of 4 and a front 2, my instinct is to stick a holding midfielder in there to sort of give the defence some cover, because they're going to be, you know, they're going to have their hands full with these 2 strikers. But we've won 5 on the trot. We've won 5 on the bounce, and why on earth would I change this tactic? We're going with the exact same lineup as we did against Everton. I know Phyllis Kirk-Nolan and Higham didn't have very good games, but we can always change that up again if we need to. And in general, Higham's been in good form. Phyllis Kirk has been fine, and there are no better options at the minute. And Matty Nolan, yeah, pretty much there are no better options at the minute. So yeah, we're going to play the way that we have been doing, and hopefully we will come out on top. Okay, Bernadeschi's free kick. Cathcart gets to it. Oh, I thought it might be disallowed for some reason. I thought there might be a push on Camp or something like that. But it was a perfectly fine goal, and it will stand. Bollocks. Oh, it was kind of out of nowhere. Bernadeschi got the free kick into a good area. It was a good leap by Cathcart. He rose above a couple of players, and a good header. No complaints about that goal. That was just a good goal. Here's our chance, though. Higham to Potts. Back to Higham. To Nolan. Matty Nolan squeezes it in. Is that his first goal for us? He's off the mark for Blackpool. Yes! Matty Nolan, the homegrown hero, draws us level against the bastards Watford. Good lad. Good lad. And Karius. That was just a shit show by Karius. I can't not mention that. But I don't care. Isaac's success is coming through for Watford. Now it's Bergwijn. Pereira. Oh, that's a good flick on. That was a really nice goal. I want to see that in 3D because that was very, very nice. It did that thing where it sort of highlighted a player over here as if the pass was going to him. And then that little flick by Pereira. Was this on the volley as well? Oh, that's so nice. Well done, Watford. That was a really nice goal. One of the better goals I've seen on Footy Manager 17, I think. Damn it, I'm really up for hating Watford, and so far all they've done this match has impressed me. Here comes Kieran Dowell to Danny Philliskirk, tackled by Francis Coquelin. Now it's Pereira to Karius. Long ball onto the right wing. Peñaranda heads it down to Bernadeschi. Now it's Pereira. Bergwijn. Good run. Surges past a couple of players. Success! Has success with his shot. 3-1. And it's all falling apart again, thanks to fucking Watford. I'm going to shout at them. And it's worked fairly well. Danny Philliskirk, again, has been fairly ineffective, so we're going to get Owen the Impact Jones on in his place. And we'll just have him as a poacher, while Nolan keeps his role as a defensive forward. And that is the only change we'll make for the second half. Danny Philliskirk has been alright in this good run we've had, but yeah... The 2 games in this video, he's done absolutely nothing. I'm not even sure he's been on the ball. Did I just see Lee Camp had a 4.7? Has everyone else, have you that's watching this, been watching that the whole time and saying, why haven't you seen Lee Camp has got a 4.7? Peñaranda's through. Peñaranda, good save by Lee Camp. It certainly won't be 4.7 anymore. Excellent save. It's still 4.7. Robertson to Dowell. Now it's Michael Caine to Brad Potts. Oh, we've lost it again. Fior to Bernadeschi. They're going to try and hit us on the counter-attack. Peñaranda moving into the channel. Takes on Wilson. Puts it in for Coquelin. And that's a good goal. Lee Camp probably should have done better for that one. For me. But again, it was just a well-executed counter-attack. Good ball into the box. Someone should have got in the way of that pass. It was just a pass along the floor for like 20 yards. But yeah, can't take anything away from Watford. But we've just been poor today. We've not really shown up. I mean, apparently we're matching them blow for blow. We're completely even in this match, and we're 4-1 down. Only Impact Jones is through, and he's hit the side net in. We have got a corner though. Kieran Dowell to the far post. Kigboo, Potts, saved. Fucking hell. Dowell crosses it in. Wilson nodded on. And Karius gets to it. Dat rubber to green, though. I think for the last 15 minutes, I'm just going to stick us on overload. It's a cup match. We're not worried about goal difference. Beat us 6-1 or draw 4-all. It could happen. Oh, dear. Success. That's a good goal. Don't particularly need to watch that one. Karius is long ball forward, and it is a 5-1 win for Watford against Blackpool. Lee Camp had a very bad match, which is worrying. I think that might be the first properly bad match he's had for us this season. So that is a worry. But you might have noticed we're only a couple of days away from the January transfer window. So we will probably be looking for a new keeper if one is available. But yeah, I'm not particularly concerned about that match. Watford have got some good quality players there, and the quality showed. The game was very, very even, but the quality showed through. So, yeah, can't really have any complaints. It flatters Watford a bit, I think, and it certainly doesn't flatter Lee Camp, but yeah, that's fine. The new goal for this series, right? Not only do we need to get into the Premiership and win it and all that good shit, we've also got to beat fucking Watford. We're gonna either they're gonna get relegated this season, or we are gonna get promoted this season, or next season, or the season after, and we're gonna beat fucking Watford. How are they doing in the Premier League? 14th. 7 points off the relegation spots. So it could still happen, you never know. We could see Watford next season, but if it's the last thing I bloody do, we're going to beat them. But that is where I'm going to leave this episode, guys. Please leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you have enjoyed this episode. You might notice that me and Freddie have both now got separate gaming channels. The Wasted Talent channel is going to be for Football Manager only. So yeah, please go subscribe to my new channel, Franjo, and Freddie's new channel, Freddie Ado. I'll put links in the description and all that, so you can just have a look down there. Yeah, once again, thanks for watching, guys, and apart from that, I will see you next time. Bye.